Greetings and salutations to you all. Once again, it is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and today is another pickups video. As you can see, I don't have my recliner behind me because I actually went to the Goodwill yesterday and ended up picking up a nice little office chair here, nice and comfy and everything. I made sure I disinfected and sprayed that bad boy down with Lysol. You know, got it all nice and comfy, nice to lean back in and all that. So it definitely was a good deal. I paid like $7 or $8 for it. So yeah, we're all in working condition. Love the Goodwill. Definitely love the Goodwill, without a shadow of a doubt. So anyways, let's see what we got going on here today, as a matter of fact. Well, the first thing I'm going to show here isn't, well, it is game related, but it's not a game. It's actually some little thumb pads that we were going to put on our PlayStation 4 controllers. We were going to use them for other controllers as well with the thumb pads, because the PlayStation 4 controller little thumb pad thingies were wearing off really bad. And so we ended up going on Amazon and ended up finding, I think it was like a case of 40 of these things for like $7 or $8 or something like that. So you got like over 40 of these things for $7 or $8. Yeah, that's definitely a good deal. And they fit on, I guess they fit on any type of controller. It actually says on the page where you go to for it, it says what type of controllers that it fits. And it fits like PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, stuff like that. Probably even fits PS2 and PS1 controllers, I'm sure, considering it seems like they're kind of around about the same. But yeah, there's like a whole bunch of different types of colors here. I'm not going to pour them all out or anything like that, but we actually have some blue ones on the PS4. One of the PS4 controllers, the black one, because I wanted to give it like a PS2 touch. And I ended up putting some white ones on the white controller. I thought about putting some gray ones on there, but I went ahead and did the white ones because I guess it just kind of felt better. But I kind of wanted to have it be more of like a PS1 kind of feel to it, you know. And if you can kind of look in there, you can kind of see how some of the different colors that they have. They got like green and white and pink and red and rainbow and gray and yellow and just a bunch of different types of colors, which is definitely really cool. And they definitely have been lasting too. And they have little nubs on them too, which I guess gives you better traction to you know, moving your thumbs on. But considering the fact that they had the factory thumbstick rubber stuff on there, a couple of them were kind of teary, so I kind of had to tear it off a little bit before I put those on there. Because of the simple fact that it didn't really fit too well. It's like when I tried to move some of the controllers, it seemed like I wasn't really able to move the thumbstick like I wanted to because of the factory rubberized stuff that was already on there. So ended up tearing some of it off since it was already tearing off anyways, and ended up putting some of those on there. Now they work a whole heck of a lot better. Anyways, but finally we're going to go ahead and get into the games. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start with this one first before I go into the games. It's actually another one of the Resident Evil CG movies. I actually have on here if you guys want to go check it out. It is the recent Resident Evil movie, CG movie that came out, as a matter of fact. And I forgot the freaking name of it. I forgot the name of it. But anyways, definitely go and check it out if you guys are interested in the Resident Evil CG movies, because I ended up doing a review on that. But I think this was the first Resident Evil CG movie that came out that I can recall. And yeah, I got it on DVD. I got it at Goodwill for like, I think maybe $2 or $4, something like that. And that is Resident Evil Degeneration. Now, this was actually a pretty cool movie. I honestly really did like it. I never had a chance to pick it up, though. But I do have the two previous Resident Evil movies. I got the Damnation one and whatever the other one is, which is like the most recent one. I can't even remember what the freaking name of it was. Forgive me for that. I'd have to actually go back and look at the videos to find out. But there, yeah, there it is. Definitely a good Resident Evil movie, and of course it's just the DVD itself. But you know what? It's fine with me. I don't mind getting DVDs, even though I would rather have Blu-rays. But I don't mind having DVDs as long as I can get them, you know, like really cheap. But anyways, let's see what's the next one that we got over here. We got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I do like the Mario and Luigi games. They're basically like Super Mario RPGs, if you will. And you know how I am about RPGs. Favorite genre. But anyways, yeah, it's definitely a little quirky, fun type of game. Kind of lighthearted as well as it seems like Mario games are. But definitely liking it. Got a little into it. I have a couple of the other Super Mario RPG kind of things with Mario and Luigi. Mario and Luigi is basically like Super Mario RPG as a franchise. You know, because the first Super Mario RPG that came out was on Super Nintendo, and then Mario and Luigi basically, I guess, carried that torch. And so it's definitely one. And I got this at Goodwill for like I think it was probably $6 or something like that, or $5, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have a Goodwill in your area, or Goodwills or whatever, you know, this is the first time since I moved, since I've been able to go to Goodwills. There's been a couple like down. There's been maybe one or two that I know of that's been in the area that I used to live in. But I never really went to them because one of them was like 40 minutes away or something like that. And I actually called one time asking if they had games. They said, "Oh, no, we just take that stuff and we send it to other Goodwills." What freaking sense does that make? You know, I don't know. Maybe it was a distribution center. I think that's what they call it. They don't. I think they don't actually sell stuff there. They just get the stuff and then they send it out to other stores. But honestly, I mean, if it's just, it looked like it was a big Goodwill when I used to pass by it. I just never had thought to stop by there, but it looked like it was a big Goodwill, big enough to the point where they would sell that stuff, not just distributing other items to other Goodwills. So I don't know. Maybe he was just being bored that day and just lied to me and like, no, we don't have Goodwill. You know, we don't have games here or nothing like that. So that was one reason why I never even bothered to go there, because he ended up telling me that. I'm like, well, I'm not going to waste gas and time to go down there and just be like, well, there ain't no games here. You know, so, but now, considering the area that I'm in, there's probably like, I think maybe 3 Goodwills that's like within driving's distance from me, like within probably maybe a 30-minute drive radius, the main 3 Goodwills. So yeah, I'm definitely awesome to be able to go to those. So if you guys have any Goodwills in your areas, you never know what you might find there. They get donations in like all the time. So you never know. You can have games there one day, and then there could not be any games the next day, or you can have a whole bunch of other games show up every single day of the week. You never really know, and DVDs too. You just never really know. So if you guys have any Goodwills in your area, I highly suggest you go and check them out and see what they got, because you can definitely run into some good deals. As a matter of fact, I can't show it because of the fact it's at the other end of the house. Ended up getting a Toshiba tube TV, but it's one of like the first flat screens. It has like the flat screen on it, but it's got the tube in the back. Ended up getting that for the older consoles that I have, because one of them, I had like a previous HD TV. They ended up breaking on me because when I was transporting my stuff to my new location, yeah, it kind of broke, and I didn't mean for it to. I thought it was nice and secure, but it was my smaller TV. Maybe you guys have seen it before. I can't remember, but I think maybe I might have mentioned it before. And it turns out that, I don't know how it happened, but when I turned it on, it looked like somebody just smashed the TV screen, like right in the middle. Like it was just a pixel. It was a mess. It was. I couldn't believe it, you know. So I was like, well, I got to go ahead and throw this away. But that was actually my first HD TV, even though it was a small one. It was my first one, and I used it for the longest time, man. And I transported it from here to there and everywhere, and it was very light, so I could carry it with no problem, you know. But it sucks. I really wish it was still around. And maybe sometime in the future, maybe I could end up probably even finding a smaller HD TV once again, maybe at the Goodwill or somewhere else. And yeah, definitely would love to do that little light HD TV to carry around and whatnot. But I'm going to start rambling about that now. But anyways, the next game that we got here is the first Templar on the Xbox 360. Now, this is like an action role-playing game that deals with, I guess it kind of deals with the Templars back in medieval times. It's I actually had played a little bit of it because I got it for like a couple dollars or something, which I only got this for like a couple dollars. I think I got this, actually, no, I think I got it for maybe $4 or something. But I definitely have been wanting a physical copy of it, and I actually played some of it on PC for like a couple dollars because I had gotten it on Steam a long while back. And yeah, it was really fun and really cool for what it was. So definitely want to check out if you guys are into action RPGs. The only thing is, though, is that the PC version that I ended up having to take my PC and kind of rearrange it a bit. I had to just start back over again with it because it was acting really stupid. And, I mean, it was just kind of acting weird, so I had to go and rearrange it again where I had to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? I had to go ahead and clean it up. That's what I had to do. So, yeah. But the next one that I got here to show is actually Agents of Mayhem. I've been praising this game for a long, long time now, and definitely I want everybody to go and check it out. If you're into open world games, definitely a lot of fun. Go and check it out. There's a lot of there's streams and things that I put up about the game. You should definitely go check it out if you're into those types of games, and I can't praise it enough. And yeah, it had the little day one DLC thingy on there, so I kind of defaced it a little bit, you know, because I wanted to get that crap off of there. Because I'm tired of seeing stuff like that on there. I truly am. I'm tired of seeing stuff like that. And I ended up mentioning a video and once before about how, man, I wish they would just go ahead and put this stuff on either stickers or either put it on plastic that's wrapped around the case. Not just on the artwork itself. It's tacky and it's stupid, and I can't stand to see that. I can't. So I went ahead and just took it off, and I just have the case itself. But anyways, the next one that we got here is Valkyria Revolution. Now, I also have over here, I'm going to go ahead and show both of these off, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered and Valkyria Revolution. Now, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, I actually had it on PS3 for a period of time, and then I couldn't really get into it. I guess maybe my strategy really wasn't up to par. But anyways, yeah, this is the Steelbook version, and it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I really do like Steelbooks, without a shadow of a doubt. The funny thing is, and it's just got the game in there, the funny thing is the fact that it ended up having, there was the new version. I actually got this pre-owned, and I got this for probably, I think, maybe $4 or $5 cheaper than what I got actually buying it brand new. And the brand new version was just plastic. It was just nothing but plastic. So now, yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and the disc was in like real good condition too, so I had no problem with it. And, you know, got to have that Steelbook, and got it cheaper too, and the disc is really good. So yeah, put a little bit of time into it. Kind of having a little bit of trouble with it at the moment, but eventually I'll end up getting better at it. I hope so. You know, actually put a little bit more time into it. But the next one that we got here is Valkyria Revolution, and this game had been dropping in price so much and so fast. It's crazy. I guess maybe there was just so many negative reviews that came out for it. I ended up picking it up for, I think it was probably $16 or something like that after it just had recently came out. And I think the original price was like $40 to $60, something like that. But man, I tell you what, I'm glad I waited, because I've been wanting to try it out, considering I heard it was like more of a hack and slash kind of game. But the fact of the matter is, it really irks me because there is like an assload of freaking cutscenes in this game. It is ridiculous. I am not watching a movie. I'm not watching a TV show. I'm not watching an anime. Why is it that this thing has so many cutscenes in it? So the fact is that I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stick it out for however long that I can, because it seems like it actually has gameplay that interests me, which is like the hack and slash variety. It's just the fact that the cutscenes are so freaking long. The first stream I did of this game, honest to God, it was like over an hour. I think I did an hour-and-a-half stream. And it was like a whole hour of cutscenes. I only had a little bit of gameplay in there. I can understand wanting to set the game up. I can understand wanting to actually set up the characters and the story and the lore and all that. I understand that, but man, there should have been more gameplay in it. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous how there's so many cutscenes in this game and very little gameplay. No wonder the price was dropping like it was. But I'm glad I got it really cheap, because I'm going to end up seeing it through to the end, because the gameplay itself, for what little I've seen so far, actually does interest me. So the next one that we got here, this isn't actually a game, but it's based off of a game series. I ended up getting this a long time ago. I actually got a real good deal on it. I don't even know if I ended up doing this in a previous pickups video or not. But anyways, I'll just go ahead and show it anyways. The original price for this, now I got this on sale. I got it on sale for $20. The original price for this, let me see if it actually has the price in here. The original price was $75. $75, and I got it for $20, and that is The Art of Blizzard Entertainment. This is a heavy, thick book, and it goes across like all the major franchises with Blizzard, like World of Warcraft, all the Warcraft series, Diablo, StarCraft, everything. You know, it's just, there's just so much that is in here. It's crazy. Just all this artwork, everything that it's got inside of it, man. I mean, I love it. I truly love it. It is, I haven't gotten all the way through the book just yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to trying to looking through it a whole lot more. And it's getting so heavy in my hands right now, it's hard for me to hold it up to try to really show what's going on in here. But yeah, there's a lot to like in here. You know, they got Diablo, they got StarCraft, they got World of Warcraft, they got all of the Warcraft series inside of here. So yeah, it's definitely, for $20 and knowing how I am with art and how I really like art books and things like that, that was definitely a steal, especially considering the original price was $75. And I'm like, nope, that's not happening. The most I would ever really want to pay for an art book, especially of that size and magnitude, would be $20. I wouldn't want to pay any more than that, honestly, if I had to really choose, because I was like, nope, that's not happening. So yeah, I found it at Barnes & Nobles and was definitely glad that I ended up finding it at the price that I did. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's probably all that I got to say today. Now, there was a few other digital games that I got over the past few weeks or whatever, and you probably have seen some of the streams that I've done as well, but I don't really talk about those because they're not physical versions of them. If I got physical versions of them, then that would be one thing, but obviously, you know, I don't have any of those in physical form, you know, and otherwise I'd have to write down exactly everything that I got digitally. There's not really anything for me to show, you know, to really, I guess, really put some extra pizzazz into it, if you will. But anyways, that's all the pickups for right now. So I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. Have a lovely, lovely day.